up? What up? What up? What's happening? It is the Bottom of the Bottom Show. I'm Jay Walker the third. That's my brother, my partner, one half of this establishment. Carolina 803. What's happening with you?
Hey, shit, you already know what it is. Hummmpday, happy I tap in and we back at it.
Yeah, man. Look, I didn't know what was gonna happen because the sky opened up over here, went a little crazy for a second.
Man, I let my dog go out to use the bathroom. That sky got dark. Hey, bring your ass on now.
Hey, it's time to go.
Yeah.
Yeah, man. It was raining sideways and shit for a second.
Yeah, that Forrest Gump.
Man. Well, you know, hey man, look, shit always get cracking. I know everybody done got their little chime in, man, but I just be laughing at shit.
Yeah. That's right.
260. But to me, I still don't have a good reason as to why the shit jumped off with Cam Newton, man. And I ain't gonna lie, cuz I talk bad about Cam. Also, I ain't gonna fight Cam.
I mean, do you talk bad about him, or do you treat him like one of your homeboys? Like, that's how I look at it. I ain't gonna say I talk bad about Cam. Do it crack jokes on Cam. You crack jokes on any and everybody. But yeah, 6'5", 6'6", 250. You gotta have a game plan before you run up on somebody. I don't care if you think they know how to fight, don't know that, don't know if they can fight well, but 6'6", 250, you gotta have a game plan. And obviously the three of them or four of them didn't talk it over with each other.
Nobody was taller than 5'8".
Yeah.
Nobody weighed more than 165 pounds. And they did it like a bad kung flu flick. Like it's all three or nothing. Now, what it looked like is some people seen what was going on and they decided to jump in.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? But for this man to have a motherfucker in the headlock and fight a motherfucker off with the motherfucker in the headlock and choke out a motherfucker, a third motherfucker, look, I do not, condone violence, but I also do condone defending yourself at all times. He probably could have did it worse than that.
Man, that shit looked like a WWE Royal Rumble with like the Big Show in the middle, and everybody decided to gang up on him to get him out of the ring. Shit. Yeah, you ain't gonna ragdoll me though. He ragdolled the boss. I don't care how you put it. Like they say, he ain't even had to swing, bro. He treat y'all like little kids.
I mean, I think at the end of the day, Cam's smart enough to know that if he get into a whole fucking fight, then he's subject to a lawsuit.
Them boys said they knew Cam from previous encounters on the field through stuff like that. So I think Cam's like, all right, I ain't gonna do them dirty. Like they just getting off. They just trying to get off right now. I was talking some shit because they said Cam was talking shit, but everybody know Cam talk shit. That ain't nothing new. You done went up against Cam several times before, so it ain't like it's new shit talking. It's the same shit talking. Might be worded different.
And if you say you won, like, what's the beef?
Yeah. Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? If you say you won, what's the beef?
I ain't like Buddy with the thing he had dreads, whatever. He was just saying, like, what he said, ATL,
non-throwing quarterback hero.
Yeah, like, come on, bro. That man did put his time in. Everybody know Cam ran the league for one solid year, but he was the top of the league about 7-8 years. Come on now.
Okay. Individually, right, he did his thing.
It would sound like you mad because he wasn't Atlanta Falcon. Not you, but he from Atlanta. He didn't get to play for Atlanta. Y'all think the man washed up? The man ain't washed up. Go watch him. Like, he got bills him still throwing. He can still sling.
Right. You know what time it is in professional sports. Once you reach the age of 31, 32, 33, unless you Tom Brady, they looking for a reason for you to go.
Yeah, but there's 32 quarterbacks in the league. Is Cam better than 32? He's definitely better than 32.
He's better than He's better than 12 motherfuckers.
Put it like this. This is how I'm gonna break it down. Is he better than 32 starting quarterbacks in week 1? He's better than 1. By first bye week, week 5, he's better than 1. By week 10, all the injuries, he's better than a few.
Okay. Well, we were supposed to have a guest tonight, man. Young Mr. Skip G. Lawson, man. I don't know what happened. He may pop in, he may not pop in, but we're gonna keep it. We're gonna keep it moving. We're gonna get into the 6-pack real quick. I'm gonna have fun. You getting ready? You walking out? You just with your fellas now. You getting ready to walk into a bar. Coming out of the bar is a young lady. She's dressed sexy. She got them out. Where do you look?
On the ass, man. I look at the ass. I got to see if I can peek it out through the sides to the front.
So basically she got her titties out. Where you looking?
Waist down.
You looking the waist down?
Yeah.
You gonna stay down here?
Yeah.
You ain't gonna meet her gaze, at least to be like, what's happening?
Yeah, you're right. You're right. Got to see if the eye cocked out of now. I'm just fucking with.
I just be wondering, man, because I've been in situations where, you know, women are treated like objects or whatever. And I'm an old school dude, so if you are accentuating the right shit, I'm probably just gonna go ahead and get it out the way.
Oh yeah.
You feel me? Okay, I see you doing that. And you know what I'm saying, keep it moving. All right, I be gapping out, man. Look, everybody ain't supposed to indulge in flowers because that shit have an effect on your memory. Shooting pool or bowling?
I went a couple weeks back. I like shooting pool, but if I got some competitive bowlers, I like bowling.
As I get older, I don't never finish the bowling. I don't never finish a second game without being hurt, without my wrist being fucked up.
I'll be good. You know, I'll be drinking, so I'll be good.
I'll be good while I'm bowling, but at the end of when I wake up the next day, I'll be fucked up. I don't know what's going on with his shit, but he should be back in a second, man. We just cooling, man. It's the Humphrey Happy Hour tap in, man. It's the middle of the week. We was having some springtime vibes before this tropical storm came in, and they said the temperature about to go back down again, back down to the 50s. So we'll see how it go. But it felt mighty springish out there today.
Yeah, I don't know what happened. My shit just booted me.
It's all to the good. It's all to the good. You got the opportunity to ride in a NASCAR or the opportunity to ride in like a jet?
NASCAR fast cars.
Yeah, I don't do well on roller coasters and shit. Yeah. I be looking at these videos here lately about these motherfuckers flying these planes, and that's just some wild shit. But you can see a motherfucker getting ready to get up out of there, cuz.
Yeah, definitely.
But also, you know, the same shit, 200 miles an hour don't feel too much different.
Yeah, but it's the fact that mentally my feet is technically on the ground. Like I ain't 10,000 feet off the ground.
I can dig that.
It might be more than 10,000 feet.
The weather do have everything on jet lag. Like I was feeling kind of good. Then that rain came through. Now I feel like I've been in the flowers.
Yeah.
But that was my 3.
What's worse, a paper cut or that damn cracked lip?
I think it's the paper cut only for the surprise factor. Like once your lip crack, you know that motherfucker crack. But that paper cut, like you will forget. You be washing dishes or some stupid shit, and that motherfucker just feel like fire.
Oh, real quick, just because you said that, because this happened to me. This ain't one of my 6-pack, but what's worse with that lip crack, that straight raw lemon juice, or that 100% alcohol in the paper cut? I was just thinking about that shit. That's not.
It might be the lemon.
Yeah,
it might be the lemon juice on the lip.
Yeah, that's
it might. Yeah.
The best rap song with the R&B feature, in your opinion, or your favorite? Your favorite.
Shit.
You know how it is. It might be different tomorrow. So,
man, you brought that up, cuz. So when I think about R&B rap, I think about Diddy, and I don't want to talk about Diddy right now. But look, every time it get quiet, somebody be like, "Nah, we ain't forgot you fucking perv." Holy shit! But I ain't gonna lie, cuz probably just right now, cuz I'm thinking about it. I Need a Girl. Diddy with Mario Winans.
Yeah.
Oh, not I Need a Girl. Baby, let me know. If you playing me, keep it.
That might be part 2, though. Remember
that's what it is. That's what it is. Okay, that's what it is. That's just the one that jumped into my head as soon as I said it.
Well, just because you said it in my head is I guess it ain't no better. Diddy and R. Kelly.
Why would you put them two motherfuckers together? Because you putting the perfect storm of pervs.
I heard the beat recently. The fuck you tonight, Joe. I heard the beat recently.
He fucking somebody tonight. He better leave people alone.
What did Miss Pearly say? Either pay your rent or somebody get their salad tossed to me.
Hell nah. Hell nah, cuz. And Diddy around here strong arming for it, cuz.
What did my man say? You probably yourself a fan.
Why ain't nobody telling the story of punching Diddy in his fucking shit? Yeah, he tried me and I beat that motherfucker ass. Nobody said that yet. I don't understand.
You heard the Wale story?
Well, shit, get into it. Or you got one more question?
Yeah, I got one more question. What's worse to understand? The drunk that slowly or a happy Latino?
God damn. It's the drunk. But you know what? I ain't gonna lie. It might be the excited Latino. It's sort of like a excited Geechee motherfucker. You know what I'm saying? Like you can get a little bit of shit out there. You know what I'm saying? With a drunk motherfucker, it's like pissing in the shit.
Yeah.
Sometimes because you be drunk, your drunk ears is on, so you can understand it.
Yeah. That was my 6-pack.
Okay, that was a 6-pack. Now back to this shit here. Like I just don't. You gonna tell the Wale story? I don't understand. Like I get that you want to be. You might think this is your way to success, but I don't get you doing some shit that you don't want to do because a motherfucker say they want to do it. So with that said, before you go into the Wale story, it made me think of shit like this.
You are a bitch, and it's okay to be a bitch. You could be James Baldwin. Stop trying to be tough. I say that with love. Which camera? I'm right here. You are a bitch. Your mama raised a good boy. Be that. You embarrassing granny.
Niggas don't want to be good men anymore. You a good, kind-hearted soul.
You got a good heart, my nigga. Stop trying to be tough. You are a bitch. You was born a bitch.
I don't get it. I don't get, like, if a motherfucker try me, cuz I am willing to fight and die right now to protect my asshole. You feel me? I don't get that shit. I don't get a motherfucker saying he said he was gonna do this and he made me do it. I don't get that shit, cuz.
I don't get that shit. Somebody said, and they brought up a good point. They say the people that's willing to do it have already thought about it. So if Diddy was to say, for the record contract, you gotta suck my dick, and somebody do it, person said they had already thought about what would they do to get a record contract.
That's why I still got a 9 to 5, cuz.
Yeah. I'll put it, bro. If somebody would have say, depending on how long we do this, be like, hey, I'm willing to give y'all boys a deal for this. It ain't even worth it.
Bro, look, I'm fine. I'm fine for life off of the blessings of God and my parents, our parents. I'm fine. And what I'm still able to do for myself. It's no way that I have even thought in a million motherfucking years that that's the way that I would have to become successful.
And then,
I don't get it.
And then you need the same people that walk around here tough. Not saying people that like the same people ain't tough. But you ain't tough because your morals should have overrid whatever dollar amount is out there. So you ain't tough.
You not tough. You questionable at best. And I don't know how you sleep at night.
When Cat Williams told the story about Brandon T. Jackson,
mm-hmm.
when he said talking about, you could take the role.
About the Big Mama's house thing.
About the Big Mama's house thing. So Brandon T. Jackson did one, and he said Denzel told him, he said first, he said he should have listened to Cat. He did admit to that. Then he said Denzel had told him, what he said, the lady get the devils come out or some shit like that. I forgot how the quote goes.
Right.
But he ended up telling somebody else that shit, and that's how I got respect for Brandon T. Jackson.
I mean, and that's how that shit is supposed to go.
It's supposed to go that way.
Like, I'm at the party, and we in the party with Diddy. He done throw the shit. It's cool. It's drinks flowing and shit. The minute that too many motherfuckers leave the room and Diddy still in it, like, I'm already thinking.
Yeah.
I'm not even about to let you put me in the position because I'm gone.
Yeah, like 3-6 Mafia, Juicy J. I think Crunchy Black was telling the story, and I hope I get this right, but I think they had just won the award or whatever, and they had one of them parties. And,
right.
Basically, Paul and Juicy J come out the room laughing. And Crunch like, what going on? He said they want you in the room. He said, yo, don't saw what was going on. He's like, man, get the fuck out of here, basically. My thing, but you ain't my partner though. Like, that shit ain't nothing. That shit ain't funny to me.
I think it depends on who your partners is. You feel me? It's definitely jokes that my partners can tell.
Nah, but that
nobody else can tell.
Yeah, but that's not like when they be like, hey, you going there? No.
Nah, it's if they pushing you in there. Now if they come out, but you know what I'm saying? Like, if we at this party, it's me, you, Tonio, and you come out looking crazy, talk about, boy, look, they called you in there. I can already tell by your body language they didn't call me in there. You just saw some wild shit.
Definitely.
So, it's more or less like, that's not my shit, and I'm gone. You feel me?
I think people got just obsessed with. At one point, remember everybody was talking about status. Everybody wanted to have status. I think people just got obsessed with it. Social media, damn show. What up, man? Damn show didn't help with status. But I'm like you, bro. I'm not jeopardizing my asshole. I ain't jeopardizing my ass or my asshole.
None of that shit. And again, this is not any disrespect to anybody who is in the LGBTQ community. You feel me? This is more along the lines of your morals. Even you, as whatever your sexual orientation is, you still got shit that you won't do. You feel me? And for it to be for financial gain, material gain, whatever the fuck, like to me, it's like you said, you already on that shit. And now you coming out because this is your way to come out the closet without, I guess, shame. Yeah. You feel me? Because it's no way. I don't feel that you don't hear no stories about Jadakiss, Styles P, Sheep. You know what I'm saying? You don't hear no stories about Biggie. You don't hear no stories about Shine. You don't hear no stories about Craig Mack. It's too many motherfuckers that was close to him that you don't hear them stories about. So this is something that you're choosing to do. And because of the temperament and the way the world is now, this is your way to unleash that devil, you know what I'm saying, without the shame.
And even before you get to that level, like, I don't know if I can withstand the disrespect in the way he talks down. Like, when he does his interviews, he seems like, didn't he be on some regular shit when he doing interviews? But then when you see the behind the scenes of people's conversations, when you could tell he's obsessed with being a professional. But in a sense, talking down, you kind of take my creativity away too at the same time.
Right. Now again, if somebody did you dirty, they put something in your drink, they beat you up or some other shit, you didn't have no opportunity to fight back, that is a whole nother thing. That's not what we talking about. You feel me?
The power of choice. You choose it.
Right. That's what we talking about.
You choose to do that shit, and when it come out, you act like it's not what we talked about.
Right.
It's the world we live in. It's the world we live in.
Yeah. No victim shaming. Just a matter of, and morals is questionable now. Once upon a time, morals was black and white. You either was with some shit or you wasn't. Now motherfuckers is trying to create a blurry gray area or some shit. But I still be on that old school shit. That's just me. Call it toxic, call it narcissistic, call it what you want. I'm okay with that. Myself.
Somebody said, I watched listen to something today. They talk about what they say 5 years ago, nobody knew what a narcissist was. And now everybody's a narcissist. But
then I've also heard from a therapist that's a small percentage of people. Everybody that you know what I'm saying, everybody is throwing the term around, but they say like true narcissistic personalities is less than 1%.
I think everybody's on this therapist kick and mental health where they figure they're the therapist.
They on the hot button words. That's what definitely. People, everybody read the clip notes about everything and they want to be an expert. Or they don't even read the clip notes. They just make that shit up as they go along.
Man, I say be you and just stay true to yourself in the end. That's how I put it. That's damn sure how I put it. I think people try to add on for social media for likes, just for
of course they do.
Gratification from others. It seemed like everything all right with them and they fucked up. They just fucked up, if not worse.
I feel like everybody got everybody has dealt with some kind of trauma, man. I don't think you can live in this life without having motherfucking rain coming back. I don't think you can live in this life and escape trauma for an entire life. You feel me? But it's up to you to kind of compartmentalize, put it on a pedestal. However you deal with it, it's up to you how you deal with it. But you don't have to do shit because the motherfuckers say you should do this shit. And you gotta weigh out your riches and gold versus your booty hole.
Now that's a song. Take the riches of gold or your Buddha hole.
Hey, look,
They don't have
that
worse
ain't no
songs than
song.
that. Hey, the songs is it ain't no worse than what's out now. It ain't no worse than what's out now. Man, I wanted to get on this this thing they're talking about, the kick of black people in country music. Like I just feel like black people have always been in country music. We just ain't on the major platforms as the country music, or black people have always been in country music. But there's no knock on Beyonce, but the Beehive moves music. So Beyonce jumps into that lane, every Beehive, what do you call them? Beehive person joins it. So it's like people are shocked that Beyonce did country music, and then the people in country music are bad she did country music. She's from Houston.
She's from Houston.
She has listened to country music in her life. She was a
about how country she is throughout her whole career.
Wasn't she on she was a feature on a country song, about 3-4 years ago. Go ahead. I just hate the fact that they're saying black people are trying to get into country music. Black people have always been in country music. But the fact of now they were talking about because Beyonce did it, cowboy hat sales are through the roof, cowboy boots are through the roof. I mean, those are just numbers. But in reality, black people have always been in country music. You know, I've been on my country music kick for a minute.
Man, look, that motherfucker made me dislike. He made me hate that I watched Dukes of Hazzard, old John Schneider, old punk ass. I can't say exactly what he said, but basically he was like, you know, people are not necessarily in this space, but they like a dog in the park. You know, once they in, they got to piss on everything. Yeah. Like, all right, bitch, calm the fuck down. First off, you disrespecting the fuck out that lady, and watch what the fuck you saying. You know what I'm saying? Second, it's probably one of my more favorite Beyonce songs. That shit jamming. I don't know about the other shit, but Texas Hold'em shit, that shit jamming, cuz.
I've heard it like 1 or 2 times.
At the end of the day, this ain't no new shit. Gospel, country, blues. Same 3 musical chords. And that's how it's always been. So the first thing I said when I heard Tennessee Whiskey, I was like, that ain't no country song, that's a goddamn blues song. But it's okay. You see, that be the difference. When certain people, when white people do cool shit, most black folks embrace the cool shit that white folks do. You know what I'm saying? Unless they pandering. Now, if you just on some trendy, you trying to sell some record shit. Post Malone started with the rap shit. Black folks, maybe not all black folks, you know, you always gonna have that contingency of people that be like, ah, man, fuck that white dude because he just here for the meantime and between time. Post Malone did it, he ain't get no grief. Kid Rock did it, he ain't get no grief. Justin Timberlake did it, he ain't get no grief. But when one of us tries to do it in their landscape, then it's a problem. But it's not even a problem to all of them. It's a problem to them motherfuckers in the media, them people that can get on TV and they can push these motherfucking agendas.
I think they're mad. I ain't gonna say they're mad.
It's not all of them.
It's not all of them.
Immediately, I ain't gonna lie, on social media, it was a lot of white folks that was like, "Oh, that's agenda."
Well, I think it's the classic country folk. People that think what they do is classic country. But you remember what Nelly and Tim McGraw did? I think that song went like diamond or some shit.
Right, and they didn't give Nelly no grief. T-Pain been writing country songs for the last goddamn 15, 20 years. You know what I'm saying? Now, the thing about T-Pain is T-Pain was just like, let me get the money. Don't worry about the bullshit because I know how some of y'all motherfuckers are. You feel me? And you got to respect that.
I mean, 2 Chainz said he been writing country music for a long time. I think. Don't quote me. I want to say Rick Ross said he wrote a country song for somebody or something like that. I mean, people think country singers are writers too. It's just like R&B. Like they got writers. Some of these country people cannot write a song. They can sing a song, but they can't write it.
It's like I sent you that shit earlier today where Buddy flipped my mind's playing tricks on me. That shit was cold. I should have loaded it up. It's more or less like this. It's not the people that's creating the art. It's the motherfuckers that use the art to create an agenda. Don't nobody give a fuck about John Schneider. What the fuck you been doing?
Yeah.
You are famous for Dukes of Hazzard, motherfucker. That is it. If you have a band, nobody knows or cares about your motherfucking band. You ain't been on the Grand Ole Opry. You ain't been at the CMT, or you been at the CMT Awards. You ain't won shit. You feel me? We got to stop looking for or taking the bait of the conflict, because at the end of the day, they use that shit in a way to just upset people and to drive home they group of people that they fuck with. And all white people ain't in that group.
But they also messing up their money because Billy Ray Cyrus crossed over, and I think his shit went up. His catalog went up.
Lil Nas X. You mad at Beyonce and you not mad at Lil Nas X?
Exactly.
Because that was definitely a parody of a country song.
Yep. Like I said, my whole thing is they're just saying like act like black people haven't been in the country music. Like that was the biggest thing in the way. That's how I looked at it. I guess. So you have to assume black people don't listen to country music.
Man. All they gotta do is turn on their love. Stop using half the internet. Use the whole internet. You feel me? And that it's black people on that shit too. Stop using half the internet for your bullshit. Use the whole internet and learn some shit.
That'd be my thing. You know, when I go down the street and holler at my man Rude, like we be on the rabbit hole shit where we'll play some shit and you got suggestions come up. And we'll just let them shit ride. That's how we've been finding some of these new country singers. He done put me on the 2 female country singers. One of them, she got a voice like Beyonce. She sound very similar to Beyonce. And there's another female. She looked like a young Mariah, like she got that Creole color in her.
Yeah.
Hey, she's singing. She grooving. They more up tempo country songs. Like they went and got some Zaytoven or something over a country beat, but that been riding though.
But that's really what it is, man. They can't stop their kids from this black culture. You know what I'm saying? Every turn that they make. You know what I'm saying? Every turn that they make. You don't want to fuck with us, but you damn sure got your rims on it. You got your rims on your motherfucking Silverado. You know what I'm saying?
That's the crazy shit. Like we talked last week. Like a good rap show now was having an orchestra behind you. Years ago they didn't think black people could do that. Now these rappers are putting orchestras behind them.
It's, to me, at the end of the day, and for reasonable people, it's always going to be about the content. I don't really give a fuck what you're doing per se, but when I pay attention to your art, what are you bringing to me? Are you going to bring me something that 10 million other motherfuckers did, or are you going to bring me something to be like, oh, wait a goddamn minute, that's all right? You feel me? And like I said, I'm not Beehive material, but and it's not to say Beyonce ain't been jamming for her career, but I don't really care about the latter part of her career. You know what I'm saying? And the Texas Hold'em shit, that shit was just jamming, cuz. That shit was jamming. Anything that you put a choir on for the most part, or good full background vocals on, that shit gonna be jamming. They already got line dancers and shit. Them telling the radio station saying that they ain't gonna play that shit fine. But when the motherfucker that own that radio station start losing money, guess what he gonna tell you? What he gonna tell you to do? I don't give a fuck if you got to put your fingers in your ears. You play that song because you fucking up my money.
You fucking up my money. And don't think the DJs at them little line dances ain't playing the shits neither. They playing them shits. Now you might find one of them hole in the walls in Willacoochee, Georgia, or in some Temple Town, Tennessee, that might not play that shit. They got like 800 people in the community. Even they still might end up playing the shit. But the shit is gonna get played. The shit is gonna get played.
Right.
I'm just gonna say I like country music. There's some Beyonce songs. There's some club bangers that I turn off.
Right.
I listen to the song for the music and the words and the structure. If it's appealing to me, I'm gonna give it a listen.
I ain't gonna lie, cause as soon as that little soundbite came out about that shit, I know I played it 10 times. I ain't listened to it, but I made sure to click on that motherfucker at least 5 times.
Man, I'm about to get on my country music shit tomorrow. You know me. If the sun out, shit, sun ain't got to be out. If we chilling some good country music, like I listen to the white dude Nico Moon. Nico Moon be riding. I fuck with Nico Moon.
It's all in your personal taste, man. You can't do all things one way. You know what I'm saying? And that need to be for some of us that be like, you too cool to let your people know that you into other alternative shit that people wouldn't expect you to be on. It's all right for you to be on that shit. You know what I'm saying? Because never in a million years are you going to be on that shit by yourself. Hell. And the motherfuckers that's on it with you is probably the motherfuckers you need to be talking to. Not the motherfuckers you embarrassed to find out that you like to fuck with RC cars or do puzzles or read books, whatever the fuck the shit is, cause like that surface shit is bullshit, and you just gotta learn to be you. You gotta accept who you are and be you.
Shameless plug. Rebel RFCs, our cousin, he built Rojo cars. Them shit be fast. He just posted this week. He posted 2 shits this week. It's crazy that you mentioned that. But I like the fact that I can, because we be kicking together on the weekends. So you know I'm always Bluetooth music. If I can find a song ain't nobody else listen to, shit, I take pride if I see them bobbing their head to some shit that I ain't, like you said, I ain't the only one, but to see their live reaction,
right?
It gives a bigger feel to the song. To me,
it's either jamming or it ain't. Like that's how I feel about music. It either move me or it don't. And if it don't, and it's a bunch of rap songs that don't.
Yeah, I mean,
bunch of them shits.
I say it move me or just put me in a state of mind.
Yeah,
but if you figuratively speaking, move me, or physically speaking, move me. Yeah. There's a lot of them, and then some of that shit is timing. Like I might feel it right now, but I might not feel that bitch 2-3 hours later. Something missing.
Yeah.
Sometimes just a state of mind.
It definitely is the way you listen to shit. Like I don't like to listen to music on a fucking phone. I hate that shit. I need a speaker. I need a woofer. I need to be able to hear the 808s go. You know what I'm saying? It's very hard for me to hear a song for the first time and just listening to it on the phone. You feel me? And then I'm also, we talked about that with King Herc, Big Herc. Shout out to Big Herc. He put out some super dope shit, man, earlier this week. Y'all fuck with Big Herc, man. It's HERC, right?
HURC.
HURC?
Yeah.
Y'all fuck with King Herc, Big Herc. You can get to them if you scroll down the bottom of the bottle group page. You'll see the last show. Check out the show if you ain't seen it. Matter of fact, hit the like button, subscribe right now, click the notifications, all that good shit. We trying to get to 1,000 motherfuckers, man. We done 1,000 hours of content, and motherfuckers ain't really click the subscribe button, go. It's not gonna hurt you. It's not gonna cost you. It's not gonna crash your phone. None of that shit. But I come from a lyrical, musical background. You feel me? And when I've listened to lately when I'm trying to relate to these kids. Like, I couldn't understand. We talked about it last week. Why motherfuckers was so upset at Killer Mike. And one dude said it, and I just had to respect it. You know what I'm saying? It don't make me feel like it's the right shit. But they was like, yeah, I don't really care about the lyrics. I just want to know if the vibe there. And I'm the other way around. You feel me? I want to know the content of what you're saying as much as I want to bob my head and cut a two-step.
Well, you know my shit is hot down here in the South. That song right there,
Yeah.
Mike joint. It's not called Devil's Mouth, but that song right there, that shit's serious. That shit's serious. I've always had, and I think that came on like Grind Time 2 album.
Yeah.
I've been listening to. But you know, it's the you see Killer Mike, you see an older gentleman, know he's been in the game for a minute. They feel like he can't rap or put a song together on that level, in which he has. And he did it successfully. But the problem is he's had many projects that were put together successfully. They just didn't get the recognition like this one did. And I think social media, the press runs and all that made a difference compared to before.
Well, you know, when you looking at a Grammy, it's the same reason why the motherfucker that win an Oscar, you never even heard of that goddamn movie.
Yep.
You know what I'm saying? But they is a group of people tasked to review these things. And it's basically that collective's taste buds that decide what's going to win. So that group heard the content that he provided. Trust me, he's not the most popular motherfucker in entertainment.
Yeah.
So they must have heard something that they can appreciate. You feel me? I watched a movie called American Fiction, man.
I ain't watched that yet.
Bruh, American Fiction is not Friday, but it's a comedy. It gives a view of black people through the lens of white folks, but cultivated by somebody black. You feel me? And it just go to show you sometimes how motherfuckers think, and sometimes it's innocent ignorance, and sometimes it's like, really, like, that's all you think that we have the ability to do, and not to be like switching up topics and shit. Erica Alexander is one of the most beautiful black women in the fucking world, and she's in the movie.
Oh wow!
Yeah.
Wow. Man.
Yeah.
What's the last thing she did? Before that.
What's the last thing she did?
Yeah, before that.
She's been kind of out of the spotlight. I know she was doing something kind of like documentaries on, you know, crimes against black women, you know, missing black kids or missing black women and shit like that.
Mm.
She's been doing like background culture shit, but she hadn't really done anything popular mainstream in a while, man. But you can tell she's gotten older, but that lady beautiful, girl.
Before we get out of here, did you see Kwame Brown brought it up? So it's KG and Paul Pierce talking.
Mm-hmm.
And she said, yeah, man, you know LeBron on that stuff.
What stuff?
They call it something like BOB something. Kwame Brown said it.
Mm.
Kwame Brown, his thing was, he said he was shocking that a Hall of Famer like KG says something like that and you don't hear nothing about it.
I mean, and then look who he talking about.
Yeah, he talking about LeBron. But he said the fact that this man said this shit on open airway and nobody has yet to question it. Kwame Brown said, at 39, he like, bro, he doing dunks like he 18.
He's still doing dunks like he 18. I mean, but if you spend that kind of money to
keep your body,
to keep your body right, like all athletes, for the most part, do everything they can to last as long as they can. But every athlete don't take it nearly as serious. I mean, you got your Tom Brady's. You know what I'm saying? I'm sure LeBron got some motherfucking information from TV. You feel me? Even though basketball and football are not the same. But for nigga, if I step off a curb wrong, I'm gonna twist my goddamn ankle. I'm gonna tell you that right now.
Exactly. So my question is, if it were true, or even if he never denies it, does it tarnish what he's done?
No, man.
Okay, so what
at this point, LeBron would have to do some Tiger Woods shit. LeBron would have to be caught in a room with 3 prostitutes with crack in his mouth to tarnish his reputation.
With Diddy.
Damn, man. I don't even want to be on the same block as Diddy, because Diddy come to the city, I'm going out of town.
Yeah, but like I said, I'm just saying, like, what would tarnish it if it's true?
Nothing. Is it steroids?
Yeah, they were saying the same shit. Barry Bonds was like a version of that.
First off, you got too many LeBron haters for it to have been that level.
True.
You feel me? You got too many. Somebody would have came out here and spilled the tea on that shit. So
it was like it slipped out. Like he was talking and it, just like, and it was also.
But KG is basically the drunk uncle at a party right now. Certain people that's gonna say shit that you gonna be like, man, he don't know. You know what I'm saying? He don't know that shit. So I don't know, man. We got to do better about staying out of other people's business.
Do we really? It saves some people's lives.
I mean, some shit is worthy of having a conversation. Some shit is not. But are you being fair in your conversation? That's what I mean.
Oh, it'll never be fair.
I'm just saying, I'm not willing to have a conversation to beat nobody fucking down for no reason. You know what I'm saying? Like I said, at this point, you have to catch LeBron doing some super foul shit, cuz. He is who the fuck he is. Like him, don't like him, whatever. He is who he is.
You know the reason why I say that? Because he hadn't had that big scandal hit him yet.
And if it's a reason for me to appreciate LeBron, that's really it. It ain't really the athletic shit. It's the fact that you probably one of the most scrutinized people in the world. You pick fights with these extreme right-wing motherfuckers, and still nobody got shit on you.
Still make it to the game the next day on time.
That man married to his high school sweetheart, which is a black woman. He got all his kids. Now, I might expect some shit like that. And even if that came out, 10 years from now, LeBron got a goddamn 19-year-old kid somewhere. That's between him and Savannah. They ain't got shit to do with me.
Oh, that's it.
They'll push the headline to try to crash him out, but he got too much money for it to matter.
Yeah, I'm with you. Like, LeBron as a man opened up a school, doing certain things. I have nothing but applause. But if they try to do something just because of all the stuff he had agreed with, and they've been letting it go. Now we got him on this shit.
Right.
And then they release it. That tells you how they really feel about you.
I mean, he pretty much the boss of all bosses. I mean, what can he lose? He can lose Nike. Will he still be a billionaire? Absolutely. You feel me? He can lose what? What else he might have? Gatorade?
Yes.
But outside of that, he owned everything else he do. his entertainment company, and he putting out movies that ain't got shit to do with sports. You know what I'm saying? Like, he putting out good documentaries. He's earning his money in so many different ways that, first off, when he retires, that's gonna be it, because he's not gonna commentate. He ain't gonna. If he coach anybody, it'll be his daughter. You feel me? I don't even think. I think when he retired, he just gonna fucking retire, and you'll see him at the top. 100 motherfucking shits every year for All-Star, but you might not see him then.
He gonna pull a Magic. He gonna just be dancing from. I'm gonna own this team for 2-3 years. I'm gonna own this team for 2-3 years. I'm gonna do this for 2-3 years. I think he gonna pull a Magic. You already know Magic in his head, and Magic already says you got all the resources that I didn't have. This is gonna be easy for you.
Right. You definitely did. You gonna be able to do more because you got more than I ever had.
Yeah,
Magic made his money after sports.
He might be the first one to own a percentage of an NFL team and an XFL team when it's all said and done.
A majority percentage.
Yeah, majority percentage on both of them by the time it's all done.
Man, look. Well, we're getting ready to get up out of here, man. It's always dope to sit down and talk to you, my brother. I'm gonna play one more clip. It ain't got nothing to do with what we talked about. I just thought it was a dope clip. So we're gonna let it ride and then we're gonna close it out.
What I say? That's the same clip.
I don't even know how to be a father. All I know is my kids bother me when they want to be bothered. And if my kids call my phone and say, hey, father, they want money, I say no and still send it. Because I know even if I don't give it, they'll still get it. So I still give it. With bill collectors calling my phone like, nigga, you ain't got it, then go get it. It's so vicious. Stuck doing doubles at work like I ain't this talented and so gifted. It's so different. Watching your dreams go down the drain just so your kids can live it. Imagine doing all this and your kids still don't listen. Coming home late from work like, didn't I tell you do them goddamn dishes? And put something on your feet before you enter that goddamn kitchen. I tell my son about the streets. But in one ear and out the other is how he listened. And my question to y'all is that I actually felt a mission and my son was to go to prison. Like I ain't tell him. My father look at me like neither one of these niggas listen. As he reiterates, you can't be friends with your children. And I never was trying to be my children's friend. I just didn't want to be the reason they need healing. And I might be. Because even though I'm a full-time single father, that's the reason all the mothers like me. Hey, moms. And my daughter see them leaving my room after she wake up from her late night pee. Ironically, she realized I'll make none of these women wifey. Now my biggest fear is that she find a nigga just like me. You know, somebody who don't even know how to be a father, but know how to make these women call him daddy. Put a baby in my baby and make me a granddaddy. You judge my life when you realize I's the pappy, and I gotta teach this young man.
You was getting it.
Bruh. He taught a whole semester of lessons in 90 seconds.
Yeah, I'm ready for the rest of it.
Yeah, nah, he a smooth brother, man. He got all his content is pretty dope. It's not all spoken word. It's just him pondering his thoughts, man. And he a deep brother.
What's his name?
I don't even know how to be a father. All I know is my kids bother me when they want to be bothered. And if my kids call my phone and say, hey.
Put it in the link after the show. I'll put it in the comments after the show. But yeah, man.
You should have gave him
I'm sure.
Encore.
What happened?
You should have gave him an encore. He killed him.
Yeah, bruh. I mean, in a real way, he talked about the circle of life. He talked about himself. You know what I'm saying? It's we need more self-reflection. We need more realism. We need a better way to deal with these youngsters. You feel me?
I had a question the other day in the group. People always talk about generational wealth, generational curses. But the people that are giving away generational wealth, are they teaching their kids how to be generational? It don't matter what you leave them, but if they can't leave it to the next person, then that's the problem.
Well, You got people like Shaq. You got people like Jackie Chan. Shaq said he ain't getting them shit. He said you got to go out there and earn it. Jackie Chan was in the news a couple years ago for the same shit. He didn't give his kids shit.
Yeah, he probably give Master P said that. Master P said, he got to work for that first car. But granted, they got trust and other stuff like that. So what they doing is they building them down for the generational wealth.
And that's how you do it.
Yeah, generational wealth only is able if you can pass it down. So if I'm the recipient, it only works if I can pass it down. Once I pass it down, it only works if who I pass it down to can pass down. But you got to be able to teach these people, these kids, these future mothers, future daughters, future politicians, future bag people, future cashier. Like, we got to keep this in the family.
People mistake currency. Like we always say, man, money ain't the most valuable commodity. It's time. It's wisdom. And that is the wealth that you can give no matter what the fuck you got. You feel me? But I feel like it's a dope place to end the show. We was all over the place, but those are the best shows. We appreciate y'all for tuning in with us always. Go ahead, man. Close them out.
All right. Check this out. We always say, like, we do this shit for free. We just post it on there. But to help us out, go to your YouTube and subscribe us. You can still watch it on Facebook, but go to your YouTube and subscribe so we get this view count up. But I also want to say, when you do that, when you go to YouTube and subscribe, we can actually post your name with your comments and questions. Now, on Facebook, when we do it, some people pop up with their name, some people pop up as Facebook user. So you might have asked a question and it not popped on the screen, granted, because other people are posting, but it says Facebook user. So I try to refrain from showing too many Facebook users, even though we do. But if you go to YouTube and sign in and watch us, it's the same exact thing. Your name and everything else will pop up automatically. So go to YouTube and subscribe. Yeah,
damn, cuz. Don't say a good night.
No, you know, sometimes you gotta say some shit fucked up for people that for it to click in their brain, like he fucked that shit up. He trying to say subscribe. Like, then it's locked in. Subscribe.
Okay. I can dig it. Yeah, do what my brother said, man. Again, pull this shit up when you with your people, man. If you've been watching and you found something thought-provoking, if you found something funny, you know what I'm saying? Pull us up with your people, man. Let them know. Let them know also that we accessible. You know what I'm saying? Everybody want to be a star till we ask them to come on the show. You feel me? So pull a card. You got somebody that said, I want to do a podcast. We gonna give you your first shot, cuz you can see how it feels. You feel me? So let people know what we be doing here, how we be doing it, show them how we be doing it, and click them buttons. Outside of that, man, it's always dope to be here with my bro. Till the next time, man. Love the people who love you back. And
she said I be trying.
We appreciate you, Carter. We do. We appreciate everybody. Together we break chains. HD Viz, Woolworths by Joe. Java. That's all the same motherfucker. Everybody that fucks with the show, that we can't name everybody, man, every time. But if you in here and you on, we can remember to name you. How about that?
Man, we need to start doing roll call at the beginning of the show. We do roll calls. People we know, everybody. We do 5 minutes into the show for 10 seconds. We do a roll call so we get people in here. But yeah, we want to get this view count up to get the conversation. Like, our conversations be good, but I know there's more people that have conversations or questions or comments that they can add to make it even better. Once again, our podcast is a little different because we're including the comments and questions from all the platforms, even on Instagram. You catch us on Instagram Live too. So fuck with us, man. Oh, and one more thing. 420. We will be doing something live podcast with Lit Lizard Farms. 420. This 420. 420, twin. We'll be doing a live show.
Bye.
Yeah.
We gone.